Thank you for, I'm live over there, for following me. Right, so we're going live there. Let me just make sure I'm live everywhere. Suzal, hi, thank you for joining in. I am going to tell you who I am just now. And thanks for following me. Okay, I am live everywhere, right. So, now where is that other thing? I am Lindy Jardim, if you don't know me yet. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go like this. There we go. I'm Lindy Jardim. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for following me. I'm at home. I'm a homeschooling mom, so I'm with my kids all day, every day. This is my daily method of operation. I have to go live once a day. So sometimes it's late, sometimes it's early. Like I go live when I can go live. So thank you for joining in. Thank you for following me. If you're not following me yet, please hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. I love sharing about my essential oils. Tonight, I'm going to help you to kind of rethink your health and wellness needs and like why you want to rethink your health and wellness needs. And I love motivation and, inspiring you to just be a better person and be a better version of yourself. So, yeah, that's me. Okay, so here we go. Let me know where you're watching me from. Why am I a little bit like my mind's kind of all over the place? Let's take a sip of water. Hit the follow button. Let me know where you're watching me from. Thanks for joining. Thanks for following. Hit the share button. Put share in the comments so that I can know. I can give you a full name shout out because you shared. Okay, so natural solutions. Why would you want to change the way you think about the solutions that you are using for your health and wellness? Here's the thing. The modern approach to health and wellness, right, is designed to manage symptoms. So they look at the symptoms first, and then hardly anyone ever looks in the modern approach. Your white jackets, your big fancy offices, hardly anyone ever looks at the root cause of what is making you sick, what is making you, because that's what I'm talking about tonight, just rethinking your approach to health and wellness. And it's all good and fine. So like I had someone today that says, I did use it, but I wasn't as constant and regular by using it. And I'm like, well, it's a lifestyle. If you want to live naturally, if you want to take better care of your body, it's a lifestyle. It's not just hi, Yanas, thanks for joining in. It's not just a once-off thing or a like I'm gonna try it for a week, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna I'm gonna keep going. It's really you need to consistently do the right thing every single day. You need to change your mindset, you need to change your lifestyle, you need to change how you do things and why you do things, and all of that. Even the why, you need to change your reasons for doing it, for changing. So your modern approach is made to look at the symptoms first, and then very, 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 very few professional modern approaches runs on root causes or looks at root causes. The second thing is your modern approach to health needs is made from isolated synthetic agents. What does that mean? It means that it's not food grade, it's not whole foods, it's not tasted. And this is the thing, this is one of the issues I have with shelf supplements and when I say shelf, it's drugstore and some companies out there. In order for something to have a sticker on a label on that says pure and organic, even natural, only 8% of that product needs to be pure, organic and natural, and nothing else needs to be pure, organic and natural for it to have that label on. So you really might not have anything more than 8% of real natural in that bottle, in that supplement, in that whatever you are taking or using, or thinking that you're looking after your health needs. Everything else might be synthetic. I think I have mosquitoes biting me here. What joy. While I'm busy. The other Oh, here comes the wind. We'll probably have a storm again tonight. So let me know where you're watching me from, and in the world. And I have an open door that's going to slam shut now. Thanks. Let me know where you're watching me from in the world. And yeah, let me know what do you prefer? Do you prefer a modern approach or a natural approach? And what is your natural approach? Because there's different ones. I have my preferred ways, and I'm going to share them with you because that's my story. But everybody has a different approach to natural. What, in your opinion, is natural? Share with me in the comments. Your modern approaches has side effects, terrible known and unknown side effects. One of the biggest ones I learned about and realized when I was a lot younger was the superbugs that is being born because we just take too much antibiotics. And by the way, I always mention it, I haven't mentioned it. My kids have never been on antibiotics. They are 100% antibiotic free, not because they don't get sick, but because I treat them and I heal and deal with everything that happens, even fevers, bronchitis. We've all had COVID. I think there's no one in the world that hasn't had COVID, and we dealt with all of that naturally. So have to put it out there. So the side effects that modern approaches has is just heartbreaking. There is trillions of dollars, of rands, of money spent yearly on global healthcare. So I was laughing earlier last week, I think. I was laughing with my husband and my mom, and that's a moth. Okay. We were just smiling at how many chemists there is. All of a sudden, in our little small town in South Africa where we stay, I think we counted about 8 or 9. And then in a world where people want to, hi Belinda, thanks for joining in a world that people want to claim that healthcare is so good, and like health is at the tips of everyone's tongues. Why do we have, in a short time span in our little town, 9 chemists? Like 3 of the small ones, I think, was bought over by one of the bigger companies. So if health and wellness is so dear to everyone's hearts and on everyone's lips, and if everyone has their health and their health needs in their own hands, why do we need more chemists? Why are doctors busier than ever? Because we are depending on other people. Oh, thank you. We are depending on other people to keep us healthy instead of taking our health needs into our own hands. So just the amount of money spent on healthcare, I don't think it's healthcare. I think it's more sick care, because all these places are doing is they're caring for the sick. No one is really focusing on getting anyone healthier, right? If you agree, give me some fives in the comments. If you don't agree, scroll on. That's my opinion. I don't think the money is spent on healthcare. I think that money is spent on the modern approach. It's more spent on sick care. It's caring for the sick. Hi, Lindy. Listen, Franco.Jardim, don't you please want to come and close this door? It's gonna slam shut. Yes, I'm telling my husband, who is joining my lives, to go and shut the door. At least I know he listens to me. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for the likes, and thank you for following me. Thank you for closing the door. I can just hear it. It's going to slam shut. It's lovely. Or just put that thing underneath it so that it doesn't, because the wind is actually quite nice here. And then again, I'm asking again, are we really healthier? We have more chemists than ever. I mean, thank you. The doctor practices are just, exploding everywhere. But are we really healthier? I don't think it's a yes. I think it's a no, but that's my opinion. So, what do I mean when I say natural approach? Like in my bio, I say I help you find a natural solution to your health and wellness. What do I mean by that? What is a natural solution? It actually addresses the body's needs and the root causes. So, first thing, I look at the root cause. I look at where does this come from? I'm going to use a simple example. Um, I helped a client whose little girl, 4 5, has had eczema all her life. Like she's been on every cortisone treatment that there is. And we looked at where it comes from. How's her gut looking? How's her pH looking in her body? Is there any imbalances? Does she have, crave? And we found out that she actually craves lemons. So we did a bit of a gut challenge or a gut change. We changed some of her diet. We included some smoothies and we included some lemon essential oil, which helps to balance the pH of the body and to balance the pH of the blood. And within 7 days, this little girl's eczema was gone. Why? And her mom actually sent me about 2 weeks later a voice note that said she's healthier than ever. Healthier than ever. Like she is more regular than ever. She doesn't have any eczema. She's just generally she's healthier than ever. So why would this be? Because we looked at the root cause of what's causing the eczema, and we didn't just like put some ointments on and put some cream on and just we didn't just treat a symptom. We looked at the root cause, right? It's extracted from plants. So I know there's a lot of people that enjoy their herbs. I also used to enjoy my herbs. I will be honest about that. But then I found pure essential oils, and they are actually about 50 to 70% more effective than herbs. And I saw this in our own life because overnight my little boy's asthma chest was just gone. It was just gone. And I still treat him if I do need to naturally, but it's like I don't need any medication. What does these dogs have outside? Okay, anyways. So I love pure essential oils because they come directly from the plant and they are way more effective than herbs, right? It enhances your wellness. So in my home, we are healthier. We recover from an illness faster. Chantal, thanks for joining in, and thanks for the follows, and thanks for the likes. I see there's quite some likes. Thank you. Please hit the share button and put share in the comments. Thanks for following me as well. I see there's some follows. Put share in the comments, and I will give you a full name shout out. So you enhance wellness. So what I was saying, my family does get sick, but we don't get sick nearly as often as the people around us that believe in modern approaches or that use the modern approach. We recover so much faster, and when we recover fully. Because this is another thing. I see the kids around me, my friends, um, that use the modern approach, they get sick and they get a little bit better, and then they're still sick. They never recover fully from an illness, a dis-ease in the body, an ailment, a concern in there. But they never recover fully. Like there's always that nagging cough or that nagging sinus that doesn't want to go away, or that nagging this or the nagging that. It keeps nagging. I had a friend, excuse me, that actually used, I think it was, she said about 6 courses of antibiotics for a sore throat. That's something viral, dude. Antibiotic wouldn't even help for that. Yet the doctor didn't care about like giving her another prescription, and she didn't blink twice to go and get that prescription and use it. We gave her some essential oils, 2 specific oils. She gargled it once or twice, and her sore throat was gone. She was like, "Why is this working so effectively?" And I've used like 6 courses of antibiotics. I'm like, because we're enhancing your wellness. We are thinking differently about how we treat dis-ease in the body. Andrea, thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching, following me, and sharing. And the last one, it's safe. It only has benefits. It has no side effects. The worst side effect, or it's not side effect, like effect that the essential oils has had was I had one lady that I think we gave her too much on day 1 or 2. And she said, I'm a little nauseous. I feel a little, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming and nauseating. And that's probably because your system is so toxic. It's just detoxing, because that's like a very good detox symptom of detoxing, of just getting all the rubbish out of your body. So that's good. But that was like the worst thing that happened. There's no side effects, no long term side effects or superbugs. And this is another amazing thing that keeps blowing my mind. We used to always, before I started using my essential oils, we used to always, every single time that my mosquito rub on, because since I'm thinking of the mosquitoes biting me here in the dark of load shedding right now, um, I always used to, every time, like, the blue one and the red one, and I'm not going to do any advertising for them, that's for sure, was finished, our rub on or our spray, and that stuff sticks so much. um, every time it was finished, I would have to change brand, because it was like the mosquitoes get used to whatever I was using, especially, here where we are. And I would have to change brand and get something new, change brand and get something new. And since we've been using essential oils, I just don't have to get something new anymore. It's just, I just top up my essential oil bottle with my Terra Shield and lavender, and I think there's 2 or 3 oils that I add in there. I top it up and I use it, and we are mosquito bite free, which is amazing. So, like, you can't actually get used to essential oils because they are so pure, and so they are just pure extracts from the plant, which is wonderful. Why do I love essential oils more than I love my herbs these days? Because essential oils are safe, they are natural, and they are so effective. They contain natural compounds that are extracted and distilled from plants from for various benefits. Like anything from like a simple thing like mosquito deterrent, and that's not the citronella. Okay, you don't need to stink like the citronella. This is actually, when I talk about, it could be peppermint, which I use in the roof of my mouth on a daily basis for energy and for that late afternoon pick me up. Wild orange that I put in my water for energy throughout the day. It's frankincense also in the roof of my mouth early in the morning. It actually helps for focus. It's a brain oil. Even things like Alzheimer's and dementia. It's going to help to stimulate the brain so that the brain functions better. It's wonderful. Um, Essential oils, if you look at the modern approach, your cells, this is very basic biology, which I completely failed. So I needed to make it basic so that even I can understand it. But I just wanted to give you an idea of why I love essential oils more than I love herbs. I mean, you need to have this, really balanced and love, like balanced natural lifestyle. But essential oils has been a big game changer in our family's natural outlook and natural lifestyle. So when you look at the modern approach, you look at your cells, they have a membrane that is an oily membrane to protect the heart of your cell, the inside of your cell. Now, modern approach medicine is all made up of a water based. So water cannot penetrate oil, right? Okay, how often do you not get that oily stain out of your shirt? Because it just cannot penetrate. The water cannot penetrate the oily stain, right? And essential oils are actually oil based. So they can penetrate that oily membrane that your cells have, go to the inside and start healing on the inside. It can't build up any resistance. Okay, so it just goes in there, does what it needs to do, breaks down whatever is breaking down your cells, and it helps them to renew themselves and become healthy cells again, which is amazing, right? And if you look at pennies per dose, I just find my essential oils very affordable. Oh dear, my battery's gonna go flat. My flat. My computer, and I still have 10 minutes before. Oh great. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Um so I'm gonna end off, like, that's what I wanted to say. It's affordable, and then I'm going to end off on my computer. I'll carry on TikTok. So it's pennies per dose. I have a lot of people telling me, oh my goodness, I'm just going to get the lavender off the shelf because it's just a lot more affordable. I'm like, no, because that little bottle of lavender is probably the whole, it's, except for the fact that it's not pure, so you're not actually getting the benefits of real lavender, you're just getting the smell of lavender, and even that's not like real lavender. You will probably need the whole bottle. With that would be equal to 1 drop of mine. So if you look at pennies per dose, how many drops I use in my diffuser compared to how many drops of crappy lavender when you buy it at a drugstore you'll be using, my lavender is a lot more affordable. The amounts of money, of rands, of dollars that I've saved on healthcare, of getting into my car and going to a chemist and standing there and not knowing what to take. And I mean, the people in the chemists, in the drugstores, are just not trained to know what you need. So, like, right now, when I have a health need, I open up my book because I know there's lots of educated people that can help me in my book. Or I go onto an app and I ask, I search in the app because I know that's actually educated people on the app that will help me to find a solution. Or I go into our community and I'm like, listen up, leaders. Who of you have ever treated la da 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 da, whatever it is? If it's asthma, or if it's eczema, or if it's, any kind of respiratory issue, or like a health issue. Who has treated it with the essential, and what have you used, how have you used it, things like that. And then someone always helps me. So now I know that I'm plugged into a community that has the knowledge, that have been there. And this is the thing, right? We all want to fast track our success. So I know there's someone that's done it before, there's someone that's been there before, and I just plug into their genius and I fast track my own success. That means I don't have to go and be patient with someone trying to figure out what is wrong with me. I can now take control of my own health and wellness. And that's very important for me because now I feel empowered. I feel like a powerful mom. And that also means that I don't have to be patient while someone tries and figures out what's wrong with me. I can just, try this solution, try that solution. Let's look at where it comes from. Someone's been there before, so someone knows where this is coming from, and then we can treat it from the root cause, and then the symptoms will start going away. And the other wonderful thing is now I know how to help someone else. And isn't that the bottom line of life? I want to know how I can help someone else, because if you just go through life and you just help yourself, nothing good will ever come from that. You need to help other people, help them have a better life, help them have better health, maybe help them have better finances. If you can help someone else have a better life, your life will be better. I think we were all put on this earth to make a difference in someone else's life. And that's why I go live every single day, because I know that I'm making a difference in someone else's life. And that's very important to me. Whether it's motivating you, whether it's just, doing something fun and funny, or whether it's, kind of making you think a little different about your health needs and your wellness needs, and about how a modern approach isn't necessarily the best one. Because if the world was getting healthier, drugstores would be getting less, doctors would not be that busy, but they aren't. They are busier than ever. Drugstores are popping up everywhere. They're closing down restaurants to put drugstores up. People, are we going to start hanging around in drugstores? And here's a true story. There's actually in my town a new, and some of the people that know me in my town would know, they would be able to attest to this. Um, there's a new drugstore, like a big one, that opened up from one of our doctor's offices, very popular doctor's office, which I've never been into, by the way. But right opposite them, they built this huge, like health center where you can get all your medicine. And I've never been in it. I actually didn't even know it was open until it had its 1 year like celebration. And I was like, oh, there's this big green building with balloons. What's happening there? And then I realized it's a new drugstore in town. And I still, to this day, and it's probably going to be 2 years old very soon, have not stepped into that building because I haven't needed to. Again, not because my kids don't get sick, but I treat them naturally. I treat them faster. They heal faster. I call it. I like to call it. We heal and deal. So we heal faster. We'll deal with it faster, and I just don't need like I don't need the modern approach in my life anymore because I take care of my family naturally. So, all my devices now has very very low battery power. Um, so I'm going to end tonight off. Give me some fives in the comments if you enjoyed this, if you learned something. Tell me what you learned about thinking differently about health and wellness. It's not for everyone, but if you do want to change the way you think about health and wellness, I am here to help to coach you to find a better solution for your family's health and wellness needs. So give me some fives in the comments if you enjoyed it, if you found something valuable that I said. That way I know what I can talk to you about more often. So I'm going to go Instagram first. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. It's funny because Instagram actually normally gives me the lowest views of everyone. And today, that's the device that has the highest battery life. So that's actually quite funny. Anyways, thanks, Instagram. Bye. Okay, let's do that. Right. Okay, so Facebook, thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow morning. Let's see how load shedding treats us, right? Okay, in video. Are you making a video of my video? That wait, let me just first go off here. YouTube, thank you for subscribing. Give me some fives in the comments if you enjoyed this, and let me know what did you learn today that you didn't know. Bye.